Hi there. I'm your host, Fondue.
I'm Cheesy.
In this week's third installment of American Cheese, we're going to talk about American cheese nutrition. We're going to discuss another recall, a cheese-stuffed hot dog, and a new museum in France.
Wow.
We're going to talk about our favorite competition, the cheese rolling competition, where we'll learn about an injured YouTuber and a two-time American winner. And of course, no episode would be complete without our very cheesy joke.
I love a joke.
Stay tuned for episode 133, Great American, on Just Cheesy, the podcast. In the last couple of weeks, we've talked a little bit about American cheese.
Yum.
We learned that originally it had a mixture of cheeses plus some additives.
Yeah.
And now, according to the FDA, American cheese is not real cheese.
Oh, no.
On foodnetwork.com, they say American cheese is considered a pasteurized processed cheese.
Okay.
This means that only 51% of the product needs to be real cheese.
Aw.
It can be combined with other ingredients like milk, skim milk, buttermilk, whey, or cream.
Okay.
And it allows for more filler-approved ingredients in the mix.
Okay.
They say this results in a lower quality product, but I don't know if I believe that. We
Yeah.
made some cheese last week.
Yep, we did.
Our cheese made with some cheddar actually performed just about as well as Kraft American cheese.
Yeah, it did.
We did our own taste test on burgers.
Yeah.
We took one slice of Kraft American cheese.
Yeah.
We took one slice of Happy Farms Aldi's brand American cheese.
We did.
We took our homemade American cheese, and we took some cheddar in a block.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, all of the American cheeses melted better than the cheddar.
Yeah.
And ours didn't melt quite as well as the American cheese from the store, but it was our first foray into making this stuff, so
Yeah.
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Healthline.com talks about some of the ingredients.
Okay.
They say it includes acidifying agents, water, salt, artificial coloring, emulsifying agents, and some spices and artificial flavors. But we wondered, what exactly were those additives?
Yeah, what are they?
Serious Eats has a great chart that breaks them down.
Okay.
They say pasteurized processed cheese food has a high percentage of approved ingredients.
Okay.
The final product contains 23% fat, 44% moisture,
Moist.
and a minimum content of cheese of 51%. But they also go on to explain the ingredients.
Okay.
Milk, I think it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Whey, it's the watery portion of milk left over after cheese making.
Okay.
Milk fat, that's the cream portion of the milk.
Ooh.
Calcium phosphate is the main form of calcium found in cow milk.
Okay.
Salt, pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
Sodium citrate.
What's that?
Sodium citrate is a common emulsifying salt that is used to keep cheese creamy as it melts.
Oh.
Sodium phosphate. They say here to think leavening like baking powder.
Oh, okay.
Sorbic acid. It's an organic acid used as a preservative.
Ooh.
This is what gives American cheese a stable shelf life.
Whoa.
Cheese culture. We've talked about that before.
Yep.
It's added to curdled milk to help turn it into cheese. Enzymes like rennet are used to form curds.
Right.
Your coloring is annatto. It's a berry of Central America. That's how it gets its lovely orange color.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want to see how Kraft singles score, there's a website called ewg.org, and it gives an overall score breakdown for American cheese.
Whoa.
It scores right at about a 7, and it's right in the middle for processing,
Okay.
a little bit lower than the middle for ingredients,
Okay.
and a little bit higher than the middle for nutrition.
Ooh.
They have some basic nutrition facts that one single slice would be 50 calories.
Okay.
It's got 3 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein.
Okay.
It has 2 grams of saturated fat, 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 210 milligrams of sodium, 20% of your calcium, and 2% of your potassium.
Nice.
The scoring on this site is 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst. It also looks like Great Value cheddar cheese, which is from Walmart, scores about a 4.
Okay.
Calorically, it's higher than American cheese.
Oh.
It comes in at 110 calories.
Double.
It's 9 grams of total fat, 6 protein, with 180 milligrams of sodium.
Ooh.
It's got 15% of your calcium, and it doesn't have any potassium.
Whoa.
We love all kinds of cheese here at Just Cheesy the podcast.
Yeah, we do.
So whatever you can afford and whatever one you think is the best is what we recommend for you.
Yeah.
Kraft American Cheese is not a sponsor,
Not yet.
but when they are, their ad will go right here. Have you ever wanted to listen to the web?
Yeah.
Well, Newsly makes that possible.
They do?
They're an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android.
Super app.
You can listen to trending articles on the web on topics that you choose and get them read to you in a natural human voice.
What kind of topics?
Sports,
Cheese?
tech, business, science.
Cheese?
I'm sure there's even cheese.
Yay!
They even have an entire section for podcasts.
Are we there?
Of course we are.
Ooh.
It's one of my new favorite podcast apps. They even have digital radio.
Holy cow.
Just go to www.newsly.me to download it free.
Whoa.
Or use the link in the description. If you use the promo code CHEESY, that'll get you 1 month free premium subscription.
Yay, Newsly.
Now, back to the podcast. We have another warning about listeria. According to Newsweek.com, Tama Corporation recalled 24-ounce containers of queso de mano back in April.
Oh, no.
The FDA has actually warned that this cheese could have fatal consequences if consumed.
Oh, no.
The cheese was sold at Rancho Market stores in Utah. The corporation recalled 216 units of the cheese.
Whoa.
A listeria concern can have huge ramifications for the cheesemakers as well as the consumers.
Whoa.
In Switzerland, a cheesemaker was given a prison sentence over bad cheese.
Holy cow.
According to swissinfo.ch, 34 people who ate the cheese were infected with listeria between 2018 and 2020.
Aw.
The cheesemaker was charged with 7 counts of involuntary manslaughter,
Whoa.
13 counts of negligent bodily harm,
Oh, no.
and negligent violation of the Foodstuffs Act.
Whoa.
So make sure to heed all of the warnings if there is listeria discovered in your food products.
Yeah.
It's time for my favorite segment.
This week in cheese.
According to brand-innovators.com, Oscar Mayer is offering cheese-stuffed hot dogs.
Whoa.
We haven't tried them yet,
Nope.
but they sound delicious.
Yeah.
They will be offering 3 flavors: cheese,
Ooh.
jalapeno cheddar,
Ooh.
and chili cheese.
Yum.
Just one day before National Cheese Day, Paris, France is going to open a great new museum.
Whoa.
The Musée du Fromage will open in Paris on June 3rd.
Ooh la la.
They say it's going to offer a complete immersion in the world of cheese.
Whoa.
There's going to be daily cheese production. There will be workshops and courses and other events.
Wow.
There's going to be a souvenir boutique, and of course it's going to allow you to buy fresh cheese.
Whoa.
What better museum can you have?
None.
Guess what happened on Monday?
Cheese rolling.
That's right, our very favorite cheese rolling competition.
Oh, yeah.
Cooper's Hill, near Gloucester in southwest England, is home to a yearly competition.
Yep.
It's the sport of cheese rolling, and it's been happening since at least 1826.
Holy cow.
Thousands of people attend to watch racers chase a 7-pound wheel of cheese down what looks like a near vertical hill.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. The wheel of cheese goes down the hill. The first person to finish behind it gets to keep it.
Nice.
As we've said, as we've covered this in the last few years, this is a very dangerous competition.
Oh, yeah.
One of last year's competitors was blacked out at the end. They say most of the competitors don't even manage to stay on their feet all the way to the end.
Oh, my.
Abby Lamp from North Carolina brought home her second win.
Wow.
Abby won in 2022.
Yep.
And she wanted to go again
Oh.
to regain her title.
Oh, why?
She says, and I quote, "I just remember rolling down and my face getting beat up again." Another American, a YouTuber called I Show Speed, wanted to give it a shot.
Oh, boy.
He ended up in the hospital.
Oh, no.
According to the NewYorkPost.com, he was seen tumbling down the hill during his race.
Oh, no.
With all of his tumbling, he did come in 4th,
Wow.
losing out to Tom Kolp from Munich, Germany.
Aw.
He said he struggled to get up off the ground at first, clutching his thighs and moaning, "That hurts bad."
Oh, no.
Medics had to check him out at the end. He re-aggravated an old leg injury, and it resulted in a fracture.
Holy cow.
But that didn't stop him from hamming it up for the camera before leaving for the hospital.
I'm ready for a joke, Fondue.
Okay, why did American cheese go to therapy?
I don't know.
It wanted to process its life.
Oh, man.
Get it? Process?
Yep.
You know, because
Yeah,
American
yeah.
cheese is
It's
processed.
so silly.
I know it's silly and a little bit cheesy. Thanks for listening to Just Cheesy the Podcast, episode 133, Great American.
Thank you.
We've posted some pictures on our Instagram and our website of our 4 cheese taste tests.
Ooh.
Be sure to check it out.
And stay cheesy, everybody.